Hey everyone, this is DJ, and even though you can't see me, I'm behind the camera today, but I am very excited. We have Andy Burton from Cutco Knives here, who you are looking at. It's funny because as the marketing guy here, I get called by a lot of various technology services that claim they have the new piece of software that's going to skyrocket your business. I get called by really all facets of the business, mortgage companies, attorneys. And this is the first time I've been called by a promotional company. And normally I probably wouldn't take the call, but I did take the call because I am actually a consumer. I'm a customer of this brand, and I think it's the very finest brand in cutlery, and they do other things too. Andy came in, and I think this is such an amazing idea. I wanted to put him in front of you as an idea for a gift for your clients. So, Andy, thanks for coming in.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. So, my name's Andy Burton, Senior Independent Area Director for Cutco Closing Gifts. And so what we do is real simple, but is really effective. I'm sure most of you give something at the end of a transaction to thank your client. Most realtors do. Gift card, gift basket, dinner out, bottle of wine, a puppy, a pet rock, something. And I'm not here to say that people don't like what you give them already, because the bottom line with a gift or a closing gift is that gifts are free. It really doesn't matter what you give to a client. They're going to like it. It's free. They're not spending any money on it. They're receiving something. And so what we do is Cutco's been around. If you never, most of you listening to this, I'm sure have heard of the Cutco product before. If you haven't, the quick analogy that I give people is we're like the Snap-on tools or the Rolls-Royce or for the ladies, the Tiffany's, if you will, kitchen products. It's all American made. Cutco's been around since the 1940s, so we've been around 65 plus years. And so what we do exactly is very simple, but is very effective. Is we take the Cutco product line itself, which basically consists of kitchen knives, accessories. They make hunting, fishing, barbecue, baking items. And we take the product, I don't know if you can get a good angle on there, and we engrave it with your logo, your name and your cell phone number, or any contact information that you want, website, whatever. So what this does is it takes your closing gift and turns it into a long-term branding and marketing tool. It's one of those things where the money that you're spending on that gift, your hard-earned commission that's leaving your bank account, most of those items that you give aren't working for you. So it just really cements your name into your client's home as a little wine and cheese set, which is what realtors want in a closing gift. That way, decades later, they still own the product. A couple other quick benefits.
And let me pause you for a second, because
sure.
You talked about decades later. I had a friend who sold Cutco knives growing up. Ironically, came from literally the wealthiest family in my hometown, and was one of their top salesmen for probably being 21 years old, for that age. But he sold my parents a knife that it's got to be 20 plus years. It has to be 20 plus years, and it's literally the best knife we own, and shockingly better than the other knife sets we have, and we have good knives to begin with. So I'm really a big fan.
No, I appreciate you saying that. It's good old American steel, right?
What is the warranty on these, by the way, or how does that work?
No, it's forever. It's easier to tell me what Cutco does not cover than what it does cover. So the gist of it is the only thing we don't cover is if you lose it, which is common sense, or if it's stolen. But garbage disposal, dishwasher, you name it. No knife will stay sharp forever. Anybody who's telling you that's lying to your face. But Cutco does guarantee to sharpen them forever if they ever need dull, which is nice because if you give it to a client and then let's say 5, 7, 9, 11 years later, they need it sharpened. We have systems in place where you can actually contact me and we'll send a service rep out to your client's home on your behalf to sharpen that tool.
And like with the knife my mom and dad have, literally we use it every single. I bet you they use it every single day. I mean, and so if you think about it, if you as the broker put your name and the KO logo, or you can really engrave it a lot of different ways, and you'll kind of do whatever you'd like, but your clients will see your name potentially every single day for years and years, maybe forever, which there isn't really many items like a knife that people use on a daily basis where you can stick your name on. So I just realized that, like, that's a pretty interesting idea. It's a utility product that will kind of be used forever. Why not have your name attached to the best knife they could possibly get?
And you took the words out of my mouth. It literally is. It's like a practical, functional mini billboard in their kitchen. which is what realtors want. And yeah, I mean, yeah, everybody has knives, but most people don't have quality ones. And even if you give it to a client and they already have some Cutco, it's even that much better because they know it's not cheap, which is a good segue for the pricing. The gifts range from about $70 on the low end all the way up to about $240, $250 on the high end. That does include the engraving as well, which is nice. And the last thing I want to touch on is the tax benefits. Realtors are always looking for legal ways to help themselves on their taxes. So because the product is engraved with your contact information, it's legally tax deductible as an advertising or marketing tool. Realtors are only allowed to write off $25 per gift per client. I believe it's a RESPA violation. You're going to want to consult your CPA on that. But because it's engraved with your info, you don't write it off as a gift. You write it off as advertising.
It's a advertising expense.
And as we all know, advertising is 100% legally tax deductible. So you can thank me later at tax time for that.
So there's a lot of benefits. One is it's a non-consumable product. It's a utility product. It's not a gift certificate to a restaurant, which you can only write off $25 of, and they're going to use it once, and that's again still a nice gift. Or a knife, which you can write off 100% of it and use it indefinitely with a lifetime warranty.
That's it. Yeah, that is the gist of it. So our info should be flashed at the bottom. I'm very text message savvy. Just I do get bombarded with text messages, so just be sure you say your name and the office that you're out.
So if they want to order, just reach out to you. The information's on the screen. And then what's the typical lead time on getting a product?
A few weeks. I mean,
Okay.
The short answer is depends how backed up engraving is. I am very much the type of person who would what's the cliche? Under promise and over deliver. So I usually tell people 3 weeks, but 3 to 5 just to be on the safe side. With Christmas time, holidays, they get really backed up. So, and then the summer as well. So if you have stuff in the pipeline, I would say in the next 6 weeks, just reach out and we'll definitely get you going.
And you can buy a number of these at the same time, and then you don't have to worry about a closing that happens sooner than somebody expected.
One of the biggest selling points is realtors will order, they'll have them on hand. And a lot of compliments that we get with big teams is that it's easy, it's systemized. When you have a closing, there's no driving all over town, pulling your hair out, waiting in line somewhere, stressing out about what to get every specific individual client. And I understand it's not a perfect cookie cutter mold fit gift for every person. My client owns horse property and I'm going to buy him a saddle and stirrups and spurs. Like, I get that, but almost every client I have ever worked with does eat, and all the homes you're selling have kitchens. So it usually works out for people at the end of the day.
And the kitchen's the most used home in the house, right? You're
According
saying?
to NAR, yes.
Yeah.
That is true.
Well, guys, like I said, Andy's information's right there. Please reach out to him. This is a great idea. It's tax deductible, 100%, and it's a gift your clients will literally use forever. So thank you so much.
Thanks for the time.